Hi everyone, and today's video is kind of like a promise to myself. I really wanted to dwell on the topic of saving up money, and I had made a list of things that I really want to save my money on in 2026 regarding all of the mistakes that I've made in 2025. The year of 2025 was full of different financial mistakes that I've made. Basically, I found myself in a bottomless pit of always consuming things, always craving to buy more, and all of this got me into a debt. So I've divided things in two categories. 2026, we're going to conclude, and we'll see if I actually followed any of these. The first thing that I really want to cut down on and save my money on is beauty products. I feel like nowadays self-care routine is simply one more chore for the women. These days, I don't even enjoy doing my self-care at the end of the day. It really feels like something I have to do in order to fit into the society. And I found all of the beauty products that I use on a daily basis, so I don't even need to explore anymore, At this point, I have everything that I need and even more, and I don't need to follow this 10 steps Korean beauty routine. Like, it doesn't even suit my skin type at this point. Why trying things, Simpler it is, the better it is. Nowadays, I just go for a cleanser, a toner, and a face cream. That's it. Clothes and bags. This is one more thing that I don't want to spend my money on. I had always been the type of person who prefers quality over some cheap pieces of clothes, and I prefer to have one good thing instead of thousands of cheap things. Recently, I've realized that my wardrobe is actually enough for me, and I have everything that I need. Now I just want to cut down on buying unnecessary clothes, and bags, because I have lots of bags and I don't even wear half of it because usually I just go for one of my favorite bags and that's it. I need to learn how to stylish all of the things that I already have instead of consuming even more. The next point is kind of connected with the previous one, and it is online shopping. I don't want to contribute into the idea of consumerism, and it's just for my own sanity and for my budget as well. The last point here is books. I just don't want to buy paper books anymore. First of all, because I have an ebook and it serves me very well. Like, I find it extremely useful, and to be honest, I prefer reading ebook even more than reading the actual paper books. However, sometimes I do find myself wanting to read a paper book just because I want to take some time off my phone. And in this case, yeah, I have lots of paper books. And secondly, it's just the fact that they're so pricey nowadays. Considering the pace of my reading and how I am maddeningly slow at reading books, I don't need to consume more. So I'm just going to read up everything that I have on my shelves, and then I'm just going to use my ebook, which is pretty old, but it has all of the functions that I need on a daily basis. The first thing that I'm not going to skimp on is food. It's the best thing that you can opt for in order to make your life better, in order to make your body healthier. And I'm not going to spend a crazy amount of money on food just because I'm a student and I can really afford that. For instance, I can indulge myself to seafood because in my region where I live, it's extremely costly. So seafood is a rare thing in my food ration. Can I say that? However, when I say food, quality food, I mean just food that is high in all of the nutrients that our body needs in order to function. You consume food every day. And at this point, I'm ready to sacrifice all of the clothes, skincare routine, or whatever just to indulge myself to a good meal. So good meat, fruits, vegetables, they're pretty expensive nowadays, but this is something that I opt for consciously. I understand the value of good food, and I also understand the consequences of not eating well. I've been there and I'm not going to do that again. One more thing that I'm going to prioritize this year is shoes. Not long time ago, I realized that shoes actually play a very important and I would say even irreplaceable role in your life and in your outfits. Like you can have a great jacket, a great skirt, but if you have awful shoes on your feet, it's not gonna make it. No, it would be not as cool as if you had a good pair of shoes. The thing is, shoes are pretty expensive, so that's the reason why I didn't really opt for a good pair of shoes before because they were so expensive to me. And now, when I have some money, I really want to um, prioritize shoes instead of clothes or bags because I feel like it's more important than anything listed before. Health checkups, gym, these are the things that I'm not going to skimp myself on. I love my gym subscription. It makes me feel alive, it makes me feel good. There is something fascinating about sports in a way that it helps you to feel from the head to your toes that you're alive. You know what I'm saying? Especially with all of this sedentary lifestyle that we've been leading, all of us, me included. Yeah, it's just one more thing that I'm going to keep up with. I've already made it one of my priorities in 2025, and there wasn't even one day when I regretted my decision. No, I love my health. I love doing checkups. Yes, they are quite expensive, but they give you a feedback, some sort of, you can see, you get the whole picture of how your body works, what it's doing, if everything is okay, and stuff like that. So they're very important. And the last one is eating out with friends. You may be surprised because usually people try to save money on eating out, but I'm on the contrary. I'm the type of person who always stays at home, and I really need to learn how to eat out and, contribute to the society in a way like meeting my friends, going out, a concert, having a meal together in a restaurant with friends, something like that. These are things that are very important for me. I really love to foster new connections, but in order to foster new connections, you actually need to socialize with people outside your house. Yeah, so these are the things that I wanted to discuss with you guys. Let me know in the comments whether you agree with my list of things or maybe you have something to add to my list of things. I would be glad to hear from you guys. And also, thank you for watching this video. I hope you had a good time watching this video.